Hello Saji, how are you? Welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess. This is your love reading. It's a general reading, so it may or may not resonate, or parts of it might resonate. We are going to see what's coming up for you. There's lots of interesting energies coming up, so let's see what we've got. We've got the Four of Swords as the main card has come out. Now, this reading could be love and relationships, doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. What can we get for Saggy? I'm just putting some Sagittarius energy into tuning into your energy, Saggy. And if you want to skip the intro, there will be a timestamp at the description box below. So, okay, the Four of Swords crossed by the Hierophant. Okay, gosh. Okay, Sagittarius, let's get started, shall we? Let's see what cards we have for you. The Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles. You've got two Taurus cards so far. Five of Cups, the Star card, the Nine of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Okay, we'll pull some cards for them. We have the Three of Wands. They have the Five of Swords. They have the Six of Cups. They have the Eight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, the Fool card. Is there some kind of leap of faith or stepping into something new, a new beginning here that's coming in, something very new? Okay, let's look at the situation. Sagittarius, we have the Four of Swords crossed by the Hierophant. Something is blocking your recovery or your ability to take a break here. And this is a situation of the relationship that we're looking at. And it's been blocked by this very strong Hierophant energy here. So someone might be actually stopping you from seeing somebody. There's very strong energy. This Hierophant energy is like the status quo. I am the law. I am the spiritual law. I am saying you cannot rewrite this. You cannot say that this is something different. You cannot see this person. So yeah, it's actually there's this authority coming in and making a stamp on your ability to make sense of something within a relationship. So, yes, we have crowning you. We have you as the Knight of Pentacles and the other person as the Three of Wands. Someone's turned their back on you. Someone's turned their back on you and is focused on something else, their own interests here. And you're actually still wanting something from this, but nothing's happening. So there's this real sense of nothing happening, or a stalling, or things are going so slow. There's just feeling like you're wanting, with that Knight of Pentacles, you've got a very genuine interest and a very genuine offer here for this other person or other party, whatever it is, because it could be work related as well, this reading. But very much you're getting like again, it's like that red, the Hierophant's got the red, and the young Emperor here in the Three of Wands has got the red. It's very much you're being kind of slighted or snubbed here somehow, Sagittarius. You're not getting, it's like do not pass go, do not collect 200. It's like Monopoly. So there's the Hierophant can often represent an institution as well, something like that. So let's have a look at you in the situation and the other person. Deep down, you have the Hermit and they're getting the Six of Cups. So they're happy. You're not. You're looking for answers deep down. You're trying to find the answers within yourself. Like, why? Why is this happening? What's happening here? Why am I being forsaken, or why am I being ignored? Why am I not allowed entry into some sort of social circle or something? You're not being allowed in somehow, but the other person's quite happy. So they're getting what they want and you're not, Sagittarius. So the recent past, we have you as the Knight of Swords and them as the Five of Swords, sorry. And again, this person, this energy is very much shutting you off in a big way. Sometimes playing petty games, like petty mind games or something. And it's kind of caused you to want to get away from it. You just don't want anything to do with that. That's not the sort of person you are. So someone's definitely playing you here, Sagittarius, with this energy. And yeah, they think that they're winning. It's very much a game of winners and losers for them. Whereas you don't play that game. I'm genuine. I want to genuinely help or connect somehow. And you just keep getting this door shut in your face. So the near future, here's this Taurian energy, the King of Pentacles again, and this is the other person. You're the Eight of Wands. And so this is kind of in the near future. Again, it's like you're trying desperately to get through to them, to communicate with them, to actually have things change in this relationship, to break on through. Very directed energy to try and get to this person. You're getting closer. You are getting closer. But the thing is, they're still looking in the other direction. They're still kind of not acknowledging you. But I feel like they do know you're there. But it's very much a very hard door to open to get into this energy. This person's got quite a bit of authority. They could have quite a bit of wealth. This is someone with some influence and some power here. So yeah, it's very... There's one ear listening to you though. So there is the slightest... The door has slightly open, but it's not falling entirely onto deaf ears here, but it's like one deaf ear. But yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at what we've got. For the situation, you in the situation, you have the Five of Cups and they have the Four of Pentacles. Again, they're pretty happy, sitting pretty, and you've got a sense of loss, that you've disappointment. Something hasn't worked out for you. But they're like, I've got what I want, and that's fine for them. So they're not budging. They're quite stable and solid where they are. It's very hard to move them. They're like an immovable force, but you're the one getting hurt in all of this, Sagittarius, not them. And how you feel about them and how they feel about you is you have the Star card, or how you see them and how they see you, and they've got the Knight of Cups. And again, they're heading in the other direction from you. You are actually... It's a funny thing, this Star card, because it's kind of like a wish come true. It's kind of like going wishing and wishing and wishing that this person is special, and you want this connection, you want this flow to start happening in this relationship. You actually do see them as quite special. They could be like, it's got this star-like quality in that they're a bit out of reach. You know, they could actually be really, it's like famous or well-known or something like that, like an authority that you can't quite get there. It's like a position or somewhere that you can't quite reach and get. For them, they're just happily going along their path with their cup full, but actually heading in a different direction. They're looking for love or a connection elsewhere. So it's very, very, I don't even know if they really know you. They don't seem that aware of your energy, Aquarius, but they are searching for something. They are definitely looking and searching, but they just feel like they haven't found it. So I don't know if they haven't actually it's like you haven't quite pierced through the barrier yet for them to acknowledge or know that you exist and that you are who you are. So yeah, it's very much they're searching for love. They're looking for love or looking for this connection. But so I don't feel like they even really... Yeah, don't seem aware of your presence, Sagittarius. So hopes and fears. You've got the Nine of Wands and they've got the Queen of Swords. They are looking for someone, a partner, definitely. They're looking for someone very compatible with them. Whereas you're constantly, it's like your fear is rejection, pretty much. They're looking for an equal, your fear is rejection. They are actually pretty clear about what they want. But at the same time, you know, the Queen of Swords can be the double-edged sword, the truth can hurt. So they are wanting someone, but they're also got their guard up as well because they have been hurt in the past. So it's very, very hard to get through to this energy that's here. We have as the outcome the Six of Swords and the King of Swords. So I feel like you decide to leave. You decide to give up on it almost. You kind of realize it's folly and it's so hard to get through to this person. And so therefore you move to a calmer place. You move, it could also be relocation, you know, relocating to a place where you're either going to have a better chance of connecting with this person or you're relocating in that you are giving up on them. You might be, I feel like you actually do feel like you've kind of gone, well, okay, if you're not open and you can't help me, I'm moving on. So you're moving on and you're finding a happier place. They are left with nothing. But they're still searching, but they're so in their head, they haven't connected with their heart. And so there's an authority to them, but there's also a loneliness to them. So it's kind of just being told they don't know what they missed out on with you. They don't really understand that because they kind of never really knew you were there or saw you. So, yeah, here they are left alone in their own thoughts. And here you are moving on. So definitely. And moving on to a new beginning here with the Fool, the new start, feeling lighter and happier. So letting go of something that just wasn't ever going to work out or wasn't meant to be. So it was almost like, yeah, almost there's an illusionary element to it, or it was just never within your realm or your reach even. Let's see, we've got the Elk. I'm just going to pull two cards from, but it just wasn't right for you, Sagittarius. For whatever reason, this energy wasn't right. I'm just going to pull some cards from the universe, from Soul and Spirit for you. And we have Tarantula and Elk has come out. So I actually feel like your Elk and their Tarantula, even though the Tarantula is a fire energy, that upward pointing triangle is a fire energy there, I feel like you are the aspirational one of the Elk. You're actually, what this relationship has done is trigger within you the authority that you want to find in yourself. So now I'm just being told, Spirit, is you never actually got it back. It never was reciprocated to you what you wanted from them, because you're developing those qualities of authority, leadership, of being the respected, very masculine energy here. It doesn't have to be gender specific though, because obviously gender is quite fluid, all of that jazz. But oh wow, I just saw a rainbow bird fly past. I wonder if you can see it. No, you can't. So anyway, there's this sense of you are rising in stature, you're rising in your level, you're leveling up somehow, Sagittarius. And so whatever you saw, those qualities you saw in that person that you aspired towards, that felt out of your reach and felt like you kind of wanted them because that would mean you were special, or whatever reason it was, that's actually the message, is that you have those qualities in yourself. And actually what all that was a trigger for those qualities to start coming out and for you to own that yourself. Because if you'd connected with this other person, you wouldn't have owned it yourself. You would have kind of taken on their qualities and seen it in them, but not necessarily taken it on in yourself. So that's kind of why this whole thing has come up for you, to really connect in with that energy. And they've got the tarantula. I feel like they're just going on their merry way, looking for their own life purpose. They're just kind of on their path here, kind of, again, going in a slightly different direction. You're both kind of going very, like, pivoting away from each other. But yeah, it's not a sense of rejection for you, Sagittarius. That's what I feel like you're gaining more than what you lost. You're actually, it wasn't that you were rejected. It was just that they kind of didn't see you for whatever reason, or they didn't know you were there. There was something around that you weren't able to pierce through to them. And that was deliberately set up from the universe so that whatever you were trying to find in them, you'll find it within yourself. So I hope that makes sense, Sagittarius. If you'd like to hear more, please subscribe or leave a comment, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.